Welcome back to From the Bench, everybody. As always, it's Eric, and today we're back with episode number 7, but this is box number 8 of our 2021-2022 case. I'm just flying through all this stuff, so gonna enjoy it, gonna open it up, see what we can get for some hits, and go from there. So far, out of the 7 boxes we've opened, still no Cole Caufield. We've hit 2 Trevor Zegrases. We've hit that. I guess we hit Cole Caufield, but just in the Young Guns checklist, and we hit him in the portraits, the rookie portraits also. So that's all we've seen of Cole Caufield so far. We've also hit a Spencer Knight. We've hit 2 Jeremy Swayman. Hit a Jamie Drysdale. So kind of those are the big names. 1 Joe Valeno, exceptional stats himself. But here we go. Try to see if we can finally get that Cole Caufield. Looks like we're starting off with a Young Guns canvas, I'd say. Connor McDavid, Dennis Gurianov, Gabriel Landeskog. Or is this an exclusive? No, this is an exclusive. It's a veteran exclusive. This is Josh Morrissey. There we go, veteran. It's our first exclusive we hit. So that's the difference in this one. I thought maybe it was like a canvas, Young Guns canvas kind of turned sideways, but number 25 out of 100. So no jersey number. You guys all know how I love trying to find my jersey numbered parallels, but there we go. Josh Morrissey. We'll put him up. We'll put him up in front of the Young Guns checklist. Backdrop for the day. You know I had to throw some more lacrosse in. Garrett Epple auto from the first set of the Premier Lacrosse League Topps trading cards. Also rocking the Garrett Epple jersey today from the Redwoods Lacrosse Club of the Premier Lacrosse League. And then we have Trevor Zegras back there along with the checklist. So trying to do anything we can to kind of pull out Caufield here. So first Young Gun we got is going to be for the San Jose Sharks. This is going to be Brinson Pasichnuk. We'll just go Brinson. Once again, I tried to do this last time. Failed horribly, but there's a Brinson Pasichnuk. It's not getting any better the more and more I say it. Just going to put that out there. So we'll probably try to avoid saying his name from now on. And off to the next one we go. So I think we may have hit... We had some good hits. I think the Drysdale, I think that was in the first pack that we hit the last Brinson. Second time hitting him. We got Jonathan Marchessault. We got a Dazzler here. We got Capo Caco. We got Nicoletti. And we got, looks like a goalie. Yep, Robin Leonard. Pulled quite a bit of him. Got the black canvas for him. We got Jason Robertson, Zucker, Schmaltz, and Carlson. So we got the short print, Robin Leonard, canvas card. And now we hit the Dazzler. So, I'm trying to say how I've enjoyed this a little bit more than I thought it was. The Young Guns cards, well, I'm still not a huge fan of the design. They've grown on me a little bit. I thought I was really going to hate them. I don't know if it's just like the shadow on the edges of them. Maybe it makes it a little better for me, but here we go. We got Josh Bailey, we got JT Compher, and then we got Dylan Cousins. I pulled so much Dylan Cousins last year. Speaking of like pulling canvases of Young Guns, I think I have like 4 of his. I literally just could not stop hitting Dylan Cousins. Once again, never hit a Lafreniere Young Guns canvas last year. Never hit a Tim Stützle canvas, I don't think. Lots of guys I missed out on. Kaprizov and Dylan Cousins, though, were 2 players that I didn't have any issue, though. Elias Pettersson, Philip Forsberg, Keith Yandel, former Moncton Wildcat, Thomas Hurdle, and we got for the Senators, Shane Pinto. There we go, Shane Pinto. Man is 21 years old right now. Going to be 22 later on this year. Big old 6'2", 192 pounds. Had 7 points in 12 games last year. There we go. We'll throw Shane Pinto up. He's going to have... It's just hard for... I really like the Senators. Everyone knows. Maybe you don't know. They're like my girlfriend team. We'll throw Morrissey back down. They're like my girlfriend team, so essentially always root for my Colorado Avalanche. And in a game against the Senators versus Colorado, I'd always root for Colorado. But the Senators are kind of like the East Coast team. I have family that lives in Ottawa. So one of the first NHL games I ever went to go see was an Ottawa Senators game. So I've always just kind of enjoyed the Senators. So they're like my girlfriend team. Kevin LeBanc, Dominic Kubalik, and another young gun. This is going to be for the Sabres. This is going to be a Michael Hauser. I'm not sure if he's related to Dougie Hauser. That joke went over the top of anybody that's like under 40 head, because nobody knows who I'm talking about. Michael Hauser, goalie for Buffalo, played in 4 games, 2 wins, 2 losses. He had 2 wins with the Buffalo Sabres. Should be the instant starter, especially last year. We had Dodonov behind that, JT Miller, and another Morrissey, just a base one there. So it's Buffalo. I don't know what Buffalo does. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think Buffalo needs to do in the comments. What you think Buffalo needs to do to kind of get on the right track. They obviously tried the Jack Eichel thing. That didn't work. Management's also a bunch of dummies. Not letting him get the surgery he wants. There we go. Hundo P. Connor McDavid. It's not my favorite insert of all time. Once again, not going to complain. They did a different insert. They're trying something new. I'll give them that. Adrian Kempe, Charles Wilson, Charlie McAvoy, and Jake Gensel. But I don't know. You tried Jack Eichel. Like I said, you trade him, and then 3 months later, he's on the ice looking perfectly fine. Just because you didn't want that just became like them just trying to be petty, I feel like. Sorry, the top of this. I don't know. We got Brock Besser in the honor roll. So, I don't know. It's I don't know. You have Jack. You've tried to get other guys. You've got, you brought in guys like Jeff Skinner. Jeff Skinner on a smaller contract. Yeah, Jeff Skinner on the contract you eventually paid him. Probably not the one you want. Tage Thompson, Richard Panik. There we go. Jeremy Swayman. Instead of going left like all the rest of my stuff, it's going right to the Boston Bruin fan pile. Kasperi Kapanen, Dylan Strome, and Cal Peterson. So, I don't know. They've tried. They brought in Ryan O'Reilly. That didn't work. Then they trade him. Then he goes to St. Louis, wins the Stanley Cup. Like, I don't know. You get Rasmus Dahlin, who's one of the best young defensemen in the league. Like, you've had a lot of the pieces. It just doesn't work there for whatever reason. Jared McCann, Clayton Keller, Nicholas Backstrom, and then a rookie retrospective of the Calder winner himself, 37-year-old Kirill Kaprizov. Not actually 37, he's like 25. But still. John Tavares, Checklist, and Max Domi. Kaprizov's one of those guys, though. Like, his prices for stuff is not really dropped. And I always like to, like, compare guys. Like, that's what I do when I'm looking at, like, football cards. Like, one of the guys I'm kind of going in on for rookie quarterbacks for next year, Zach Wilson. I'm not the biggest Zach Wilson fan, but I really like the GM there and stuff. So it's like, And so, like, what I do to, like, when I'm pricing out his cards, if I'm going to, like, buy anything of his, we got portraits of, once again, told you, pulling tons of them, Robin Leonard in the portraits. But a lot of what I'm doing is I'm, like, for different series and stuff like that for football, is I'm essentially like, okay, what's his, like, floor? And I'd say for a young starting quarterback, it's Tua. Tua's pretty much the floor, right? You're not gonna compare him to, like, prices to, like, Herbert or Burrow and stuff. But if I check his prices and they're near what Tua, the same, of Tua's rookie set, if they're close, it's like, yeah, I'll buy that. Once again, like, if that's the floor, if Tua's the floor, and his prices are obviously pretty low, then it's like, okay, well, so worst case, I get my money back. Best case scenario, a lot of hype for him before the season starts. We get a bunch of money for it. So we got Dylan Larkin for the electromagnetic. that's the way I look at it. Same thing with like Jack Eichel himself, Chikrin, and just Brett. Same for like rookies for like hockey and stuff. Like and obviously every player's got their own like thing, but like for me, a Kaprizov, I'm like, okay, so what are you? You're Artemi Panarin, right? Hey, if you told somebody that Kirill Kaprizov is going to have the career of Artemi Panarin, you'd say, heck yeah. I think Kirill Kaprizov would say the same thing. Tyler Seguin, Eric Robinson, Hundo P of Anders Lee. I pulled the gold parallel of that. The Hundo P for Anders Lee, but like I think his prices are, I think his Young Guns is like $65 or something. Like Kaprizov's twice, even like a year later. They both, same thing, both came in the league super late, in their mid-20s. They're both really offensively gifted. I just don't know what the difference is. Tyler Toffoli, Milan Lucic, and Patty Kane. The best American to ever lace them up, in my opinion. But I said, I'm sure there's somebody out there that's a fan of the older players that would probably say somebody else. And you're entitled to your opinion. I always say, like, I'm all for discussions when it comes to that stuff. When it comes to like stuff like Hall of Fame talk, when it comes to any sport, or who's better, or different, eras and stuff like that. I love having those conversations. So we got Dylan DeMello, and we got for the Sabres, Luukkonen. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Man, these are not getting any better. So we had two Sabres goalies as Young Guns. That's right there is all you need to know about the Buffalo Sabres. When you have two young goalies showing up as Young Guns. 4 games. So it's 4 games. I think he has a better save percentage. Worst goals against average, and he only went 1-3. So I think Michael is going to get the nod there. I don't know. That's, like I said, 2 young goalies, both getting 4 games last year. I don't know. Right there, that's Buffalo in a nutshell. We got Michael Bunting, another 27-year-old rookie candidate. Victor Hedman, the best defenseman in the league. Matt Zuccarello. And we got debut dates of Vitaly Kravtsov. April 3rd of last year. Talking about him going to Montreal, maybe. Khudobin, Cale Makar, and Vita Vanacek. But, yeah, it's... Because I guess Gordon, who's the GM over in Montreal, he obviously drafted Kravtsov, so obviously he saw something in him, so they're saying maybe he gets traded over to Montreal, since obviously he would be kind of stuck down the depth chart over in New York. Alex Kerfoot, Mark Scheifele, and Gabe Vilardi. Not who I thought you'd see in a UD game jersey, or a UD canvas, but Gabe Vilardi. He's a guy I think can do pretty well. The other thing, like I said, cards are weird sometimes. You get guys like Mark Stone, who's makes like $9.5 million a year. Then you have his, obviously he's labeled as one of the best two-way players in the game. He's obviously got a whole lot of things going for him. He plays for Vegas. Vegas is super popular, everything else. And it's like his Young Gun's like $25. It's like, what? Listen, card prices sometimes confuse me. We got Shaw Walker. We got Rasmus Ristolainen. And we got a game jersey. And this one's going to be of Jonathan Quick. We got the white little game jersey. Once again, as it says right there, trading card that's certified have been used in an official NHL game. So anytime you get a game jersey, it's pretty cool. So Jonathan Quick, he is not who he used to be. He's, watching him play a couple of days ago and last week, whatever it was, and you can just tell the guys. I'm just gonna put that over there. Actually, we'll put him up. We'll put Quick up. We understand that he's lost a step, but I think he still deserves to take a spot up here. Next, if we're going to give it to Shane Pinto, we'll give it to him too. But yeah, it's one of those things. Players and goalies, no matter who it is, goalies especially, it seems like when they fall off, it falls off quick. It doesn't help that you have a team that's rebuilding. It's obviously not going to look good then either. So Braden Shen, Thomas Chabot, Bo Horvat. This is our French variant of Mackenzie Weegar. So as always, just French on the back. Not my favorite insert. I know. I think it was Ziri's like first video. He kind of said like I thought maybe we were doing it because like Lafreniere's obviously French and you're trying to push that and everything else, and you know number 1 overall pick, blah blah. And it's like no, it's keeping it here, I guess. Jack Campbell, Jacob Voracek, Brendan Gallagher. We got a regular portraits of Rupe Hintz. Go for the Dallas Stars because, man, Dallas Stars, like, that's the girlfriend's favorite team. And I swear their inserts haunt me. That and the amount of young guns I pulled. Ty Dellandrea. What's the other one? The young guy. He won it. He comes in, scores a hat trick. Anyways, he destroyed Colorado in the playoffs the one year in Game 7. We got David Perron, the electromagnetic. Philip Kurashev, Heiskanen, Foligno, and Jeff Skinner, the overpaid man himself. Jeff Skinner at like $5 million a year, probably a good deal. Jeff Skinner at whatever they paid him, $8 million, $9 million, not a good deal. It's all about, it's not saying someone's not a good player, it's just that they're not worth the money they're getting paid. Kevin Lankinen, Trevor Moore. We got for the Canucks, Mark Michaels. Young gun. I don't think we pulled Mark yet. Mark is 1995. Out of Germany. He's a this is right out of extended series. He's a almost 27-year-old young gun. That's right out of extended series. I think that's all it was last year. Guys that were all in their late 20s making their young gun debut. 2 packs left. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Lots of hockey stuff on here. I'd love to have you guys have the conversations in the chat down below in the comment section. We got another young gun. This one's going to be for the Colorado Avalanche. This is Keaton Middleton. And I just trashed on a bunch of old young guns. He's another one. Edmonton, Alberta. Yeah, he is literally at this point Keaton Middleton. No, never mind. That says 98. I thought it was old. I thought it said 95 for a quick second. I was gonna say he's a little bit older too, so he's 24 now. So Keaton Middleton of the Colorado Avalanche. I'll go aside. That's for me as a Colorado fan. Kaprizov, Jonathan Huberdeau, Kadri, and Bobrovsky, who's on the case. So is that all of our young guns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So unless we're getting, this is kind of a slower case for sure. Unless this is a insert, may have been our worst box yet. That means one thing and one thing only. We're back to hockey jerseys next episode because apparently my lacrosse jerseys. The last one gave us good luck. This one, Garrett Epple, apparently not. But we're back to some hockey jerseys next time. Rasmus Dahlin, Victor Arvidsson, and a regular canvas of Nick Suzuki. Followed by Josh Archibald, Niels Hoglander, Sebastian Aho, and Darnell Nurse. So I said, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe. And yeah, we'll catch you all. I got, like I said, another 4 boxes left to go. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And we'll catch you later. Bye, guys.